Hi, it's Jehovah's Laws, live from Maui, Hawaii. It's nice here. Yep, no storms here. And when the wave comes to crash against us, since there's holy people speaking, it's a little one. That was a promise. That's not just a coincidence. That's because God's people are here on the side. So they all went to jump out of the way over a little wave that you could swim over. That was funny. Anyway, blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life. You want a tree of life? You want life? Life is good. If you could live forever. Well, you ain't gonna get it if you don't act like it. You do the talk, you gotta do the walk. Not only do you gotta talk like Jesus, you gotta act like Him. That's what He's trying to say. No other gods. No graven image. No taking His name. Remember Sabbath day. Honor father and mother. Don't kill, adultery, steal, lie, or covet. Tell me, if we're killing, are we keeping it? Are we keeping that sixth commandment there? What reason did we use? Something above God? What's above Him? He's above us. We don't even know where He is. That's how high above us He is. And if you're ever standing next to Him, He's going to walk off from you. That's how high He is. I know, because I was standing next to Him. He just walked off. I patted him on the back too much, and he goes, "Don't touch me." You see, I have a good understanding about what we're all going to be facing. So, let's face the facts, shall we? That we need to bring our nations back to it. God said that if enough of us got together and prayed for His return, He would come. Maybe not enough of us have come yet, together. Maybe He wants to see how serious we really are. One way to show Him that we're serious is to start walking and talking just as He did. Just before Moses, just before Moses on the mountain, and just before us in the form of Jesus later. So it was Him at both instances. He wants to know how much God matters. Let's not go doing what we did in the garden and betray Him anymore, huh? You know, if He says jump, we jump. If He says don't kill, we don't kill. We must not be listening. The word was, "Thou shalt not kill." What part of "thou shalt not" don't you get? The part that has to do with killing, shedding blood, and whose blood's going to pay for blood? That's why Jesus had to die. Or it would have been that killer's blood that God would have required. And since his blood is imperfect, he doesn't want it. It stinks. Only perfect blood for a perfect God. So blessed are they that do his commandments. Thou shalt not kill was one of his commandments. And it was one of the most unforgivable ones if you broke it. And yet, we break it all the time. With guns, knives, poison, bombs. Come on. This is God's nation. You said you're under him. When you say you're under something, then you put that something above you. And so, when you bomb people, you're saying that God's a bomber. When you kill people, you're saying that God's a killer. Because God made man in his own image. So we're saying he's a ruthless killer. He bombs people. He lies to catch them, like officers of the law. And then after he catches them, he kills them. He runs them off the road with the pit maneuver. Come on! It's better for you to forgive him of his trespasses and let him go, so that your Father can forgive you, officer, of your many killing trespasses. You probably killed somebody before you caught that man. Caught him running away. Read it yourself if you don't believe me. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father, talking about God here, forgive your trespasses. Therefore, if thy brother sinneth against thee, go and tell him his fault. If he will hear you, you've gained your brother. But if he will not hear you, then take 2 or more witnesses in order that your word may be established with him. If he will not hear them, tell it unto the church. If he will not hear the church, then treat him as a publican and a heathen, and return to him the law. So, are we keeping his commandments? Our God that we're under, one nation under God? Are we not killing? That was a commandment, not to kill. That was Jesus appeared before Moses as the spiritual rock that followed after him. Was Christ. 1 Corinthians 10. Go check it out. You don't believe me. But if we don't believe in what we say about him, how are we going to believe him? Because he looks just like you or I. We need to start practicing believing and keeping his commandments. Will help us believe. And then we'll see how the world has become. The world is evil because it doesn't believe. Do you think God's people would have not fought for him when they came to take him? If his kingdom were of this world? Yes, they would have. They would have killed everybody who came towards him. But Jesus told them to put down their sword after they slew the centurion's hero. Okay? Start keeping his commandments holy. Come on, world. Recite them.